should you get and build Vulpisfoglia? Short answer, yes. Long answer, this entire video.
Ciao. You must be the incredible Dr. Lisa always mentions in her letters. I've been curious to know what you look like. And here you are. Which reminds me, could you update me on Lisa's studies, if you have the time?
こんにちは。リサが手紙で言っていた何でもできるドクターがどんな姿をしているかずっと気になっていたんだ。やっとこうして会えたね。せっかくだし、あの子の学業について話がしたいのだけど、時間はあるかな？
Ingrid Venezia, codenamed Vulpisfoglia. A Vulpo from Syracuse, and is the mother of operator Suzumama. She was a core member of the Venezia mafia family, often tasked to do things like raids and assassination. And is very good at that too, making her quite infamous in Syracuse. And with the fact that she is not a Lupo, it makes her even more stand out. But after the recent events in Volsini, she has separated herself from the mafia family. And is now a Rhodes Island operator. And yes, her husband is still alive, so don't get any ideas. Alright, Mama Fox is our newest 6-star Pioneer Vanguard. Probably the most vanilla Vanguard archetype you can imagine. To the point there's even a Pioneer Vanguard called Vanilla. Basically Pioneers are stage starters, whose job is to hold off, or defeat early enemies. While also generating DP with their skill, until you have enough to deploy stronger operators. And although Vanguard is pretty much meant to be a DP printer, and temporary unit. But some Vanguards do have useful and strong abilities, that make them just as valuable as other units, to be used until the stage is over. And you'll see that Vulpis is also the case. Then this is her stats. For a unit that is meant to be used temporarily. She got average defensive and attack stats. That should be strong enough to handle most early enemies, and acting as an early defender, without any backup like healer. Especially with her self-sustained talent that we will talk about soon. For deployment cost, her sit at 14. Which is pretty high for a Vanguard. No doubt a 6-star rarity adds a problem to this. But well, the game's common strategy is to bring 2 Vanguards into the stage. So bring another Vanguard in case her cost is an issue, preferably a standard bearer. Now let's see what her talent does. Her talent 1 will make her marks an enemy that lasts for 10 seconds, whenever she attacks. And Vulpis will start dealing additional arts damage to all of the marked targets. Giving her a way to deal with high defense targets, but have low resistance. It's quite a powerful talent for her to deal more damage, especially with skills. But as you can see, it is only active for a relatively short time. So you definitely don't want to miss this extra damage window, if you want her to deal a significant blow to the enemy with her skills. But talent 2 is what is really interesting, and what makes her unique. This talent has 2 effects. The first one will boost natural DP generation. A very unique utility that no other Vanguard has. Though to be fair, you still want to use a Vanguard skill to get DP quicker. But this is still helpful, especially during skill cooldown, or when fighting in a stage where your natural DP generation is being slowed. Additionally, this talent is known to make DP generation no longer stagnate when you're using a merchant specialist. And talking about merchants, the new 5-star in her debut banner is also a merchant specialist. Meanwhile, the second effect of this talent makes her recover some HP every second. After she's not being attacked for some time. a pretty strong self-sustainability that gives her the potential to be left alone long before you can deploy a healer, or even straight up use her to solo lane. Then, this is her potential upgrade list. You got stuff that will reduce her cost, redeploy time, and increase her attack. The talent improvement only exists for her talent 2. And the upgrade gives more HP recovery. As a Vanguard, getting a cost reduction can be very impactful, especially since Vulpis doesn't get the Y module that reduces her cost. But I suppose for general content, she is all good even without potential upgrade. Next up, this is her module. Currently Mama Fox only has the X module, which will give her attack and offense bonus when she blocks an enemy. And the module will also increase her HP and attack. The upgrade will improve her first talent. Sadly nothing new, and it just increases her arts damage. I would honestly prefer she gets the Y module that reduces her cost. In my experience, there's nothing really game changing with this module, other than make her defensive and offensive slightly better. So I don't think this module is a top priority to unlock or upgrade. Now let's talk skills. But before that, it's worth noting that because she is a Syracusan Vanguard, she benefits from Lappy Altar and Bagpipe initial SP bonus talent. So if you have them, you might want to partner them with her. So Vulpis can quickly use or instantly use her skills after she is deployed. Chances are you are going to use Vulpis only with her skill 3, it does plenty of things. But well, skill 1 is her AFK skill, similar to Siege skill 2. A skill that holds charges, that when active, makes her next attack to deal critical arts damage. A rather good DPS skill, though it is generic. But, this has the same problem as Siege skill 2. And that is you cannot freely generate DP, because she needs a target to activate this skill. Then her skill 2. It's technically the option if you need her to do crowd control, or when you need her to attack flying enemies. Because this is her only skill that can hit those pesky ground haters. This skill will make her generate some DP, and launch an arts attack to multiple enemies in her range, that will also inflict slow for a few seconds. And if the enemy is already under the effect of slow, they will get stunned. Vulpis can stun the enemies herself if you activate the skill twice in a quick succession. But that pretty much means letting her fully charge her skill first. And since it takes long, the optimal thing to do here is to slow the enemies first using outside help. Like using her daughter, or Decil binders in general. Until you can deploy a better crowd control units. Last but not least, her skill 3. Vulpis will extend her range by 1 tile, gain attack bonus, and also attack speed. But the attack speed bonus will gradually decay. And each hit will also stun the enemies. Not only that, if she manages to defeat one enemy with this, she will get a camouflage effect that lasts until the next skill activation. Which pretty much means it's a permanent camouflage, as long as you don't activate the skill again. And yes, she will get a new camouflage if she defeats an enemy with this skill. Overall, it's an awesome DPS skill for a Vanguard. She can easily defeat normal and some elite with this. And while this is her only skill that doesn't deal arts damage, but you still can utilize her talent 1 to deal arts damage to the enemies. The stun is also probably one of the best in the game. The stun duration might be short, but thanks to her attack speed bonus, she should be able to stall, or at least disrupt most of the enemy's attack. The camouflage is also top tier when you consider her talent to regeneration. This allows her to safely recuperate, in case there's a ranged enemy near her position. This skill also has a quick cycle, so you can use this constantly. The amount of DP it prints is also great, and you should be able to quickly deploy the rest of your operators. For skills that I recommend you prioritize to master. It's pretty much just her S3. It does a lot of things from providing damage, deploy points, and also adds more to her survivability via her camouflage. And for base skills, Vulpis will increase clue search speed when she's in the reception room. And this effect is significantly increased if she's working together with her daughter. So ladies and gents, should you get and build Vulpisfoglia? Overall, Mama Fox is a great vanguard that is not only useful as a stage starter, but can also be useful to be used until the stage is over. Or to be used in situations like doing a bit of solo lane, or stunning enemies. Although I think Flag Pipe Inez combo is still pretty much the go-to for Vanguard meter. But Vulpis abilities makes her worth considering to get. Not to mention, if you watch this during her debut banner is a limited banner that also features Lappy Altar. So it makes Vulpis banner even more worth to pull, to either get her, Lappy or other limited. That should be all. Arrivederci.